How's it going, everybody? Bradley back with another video, and today I'm going to be discussing a fragrance that I think is highly underrated from the house of Azzaro. What are we talking about today? No, not the original Azzaro. No, not Chome Legend. This is actually Chome United. United under one. So, guys, yeah, this is, I think, very underrated, not very much talked about from the house of Azzaro. A very little known fact, Azzaro is one of my favorite fragrance houses ever. I mean, it really just got me into the fragrance game. Azzaro Chome, one of my all-time favorite fragrances, and I really pretty much like any fragrance that they put out from the house. I don't know what it is. You may call me crazy, but I just love that metallic vibe that Chome gives off. But I'll talk about that in my later Chome review. But today, it's all about Chome United. So this fragrance was released in the year 2013, so definitely one of the newer releases as far as a flanker goes from the house of Azzaro. And this fragrance was created with a strong bond of friendship and the fun times that you get from relaxing in life in mind. So that's kind of like the inspiration, if you will, behind this fragrance right here. Now, this fragrance is classified as a woody spicy, which I do not agree with at all. But hey, that's what it's classified as, right? With main accords including ozonic, green, citrus, aromatic, and musky. Now, this fragrance is available in several main sizes. You can find it in a 1 ounce, 30 ml, 50 ml, 100 ml, and 200 ml. And the great thing about this fragrance is the bang for the buck value, because all of those can be found for pretty much around 20 bucks, excluding the 6.8, which is like, around $35. But this is very heavily discounted. You can find it on Amazon, fragrance on all these different retail sites. And guys, a great bang for the buck. I mean, you can find 100 ml of this, which is actually, this is right here. I paid $20 for this. And this is kind of one of those fragrances where it doesn't really matter the size. You're going to pay the same price. So if it's a 1 ounce, costs the same as around a 3.3 ounce. So you might as well get more value for your money. But actually, great bang for the buck. Very cheaply priced. But guys, it smells way more expensive than the price tag. So without further ado, let's take a look at the presentation for Azzaro Chome United. Alright, let's start off with the box for Azzaro Chome United. So as you can see, it's kind of got this nice matte, kind of like a light blue finish to it. It's got Chome United written right there in silver letters, Eau de Toilette. This is in fact a 100 ml box. Pretty beefy box actually, but it's got the same signature Azzaro tile print that you're going to find on all the other Azzaro products. So if you have any other Azzaro fragrances, you'll be quite familiar with this. It's got a little bit of information about the fragrance and ingredients and all that stuff on the back. Same on the sides, and on the bottom you just have your batch code and a little bit of information. Overall, pretty clean and simple box. Let's take a look at the bottle next. And now the bottle for our Azzaro Chome United, it's got this really nice, actually kind of a dark blue juice to it. It's one of my few fragrances that actually have this really nice juice color. It's got the blue stem in there as well. Chome United. It's got the same print on the top of the cap. Pretty heavy bottle too. It's got a pretty thick glass at the bottom. It's got the same design there as well. You actually have your information and all that stuff on the side. Right there. Nothing on the back. Cap stays on pretty secure, so you can easily pick it up by the cap, no problem. And yeah, that's been the presentation for Azzaro Chome United. Pretty nice presentation for 20 bucks. Alright guys, let's roll right on into the scent. Let me show you how the sprayer works on this fragrance right here. Boom. Pretty nice sprayer. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to take a second to revel in the amazing opening of this fragrance. Let me show you guys the notes, or explain to you what the notes are of this fragrance. This fragrance opens up with top notes of bergamot. We also have coriander and Szechuan pepper also in the top. In the heart we have black tea and violet leaf. And in the base we have cedar and white musk. Pretty simple note breakdown. I'll tell you guys though, it smells absolutely phenomenal. This, believe it or not, is probably one of my favorite fragrances to smell. I could just straight up spray this thing up my nostrils and just smell it all day long. That's how much I love the opening of this one, guys. Wow, a magical, very fresh, bright, crisp and clean, slightly sweet, musky, grassy opening. So many different things going on, but it's supremely blended, guys. This is so well blended, and this gives off a very nice, like, fresh vibe to it, right? I get a lot of the black tea and the violet leaf. It definitely gives it that kind of ozonic feel. and I'll get a lot of this smooth black tea vibe. Have you ever had sweet tea before, like McDonald's sweet tea or something like that, or this really natural southern sweet tea? It has this very nice smooth sweetness in there that doesn't become cloying, but it just kind of plays off of this freshness so perfectly. I love the opening because you get that bergamot. It's pretty fleeting of a note in this one right here, but man, it's really uplifting and very nice, and it has a little bit of a citrus kick to it to go along with this fresh linen, drier sheet type feel. This is slightly soapy, but it doesn't go the Mugler Cologne soapy direction, but it just has kind of a fresh laundered feeling to it, right? And oh man, I can't describe, like, this is such an amazing scent. You know what, guys? I'm gonna show you guys what this fragrance reminds me of right here. Both of these are from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. Chome United from Azzaro reminds me of a combination, if you will, between L'Homme Libre by Yves Saint Laurent with that violet leaf ozonic accord, but it really reminds me of this one right here. It reminds me, guys, a lot of L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. It has a very similar feel in the sense that L'Homme has the same sort of creamy ginger, but it's slightly sweet. It's that sort of that smooth, creamy, slightly sweet ginger. That is the same exact smell that I get in Chome United. Like, I just figured this out over the last week or two. I said, wow, this smells really similar to fragrance, but I can't put my finger on it. What is that fragrance? Oh, it's L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. They have the same sort of this, like I said, that's slightly underlying sweetness in there. They both have a touch of that cedar note, which is very similar, right? This one definitely on the fresh side. This one definitely a little bit more on the creamy, metrosexual side, right? But yeah, these two to me smell extremely similar in the fact that they both have, this one has that black tea note, which is very similar to that creamy ginger note in this one. Crazy, right? But hey, it's true. So if you like L'Homme, give this one a try. You might actually end up liking it. But all in all, guys, this has a nice musky dry down, but the opening is definitely my favorite part. As it dries down, it gets a little bit more musky. You lose that bright crispness. And yeah, overall, the smell, I absolutely adore it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. One of my favorite fragrances as far as smell goes in my collection. Crazy, for only 20 bucks. This one was definitely a sleeper for me. I did not expect to like it this much. And actually, the first time that I smelled it, I think I was in maybe a Kohl's, just trying out a bunch of different fragrances, and this one blew me off my feet. I'm like, whoa, like, what just happened? This is so amazing. I have to get my hands on this. So I ordered it right away, and just that, I get a combination, just something to let me recap, I get a combination of fresh laundry, so it's slightly soapy, but it's got that fresh linen cleanness to it, right? You got that beautiful bergamot up top, that beautiful bergamot. You also get this black tea, which gives it this slight, smooth sweetness enveloping the entire thing. You get a green sweetgrass accord, which goes along with the sweet black tea, but it's not cloyingly sweet. It's still fresh because of that fresh laundry vibe. Man, I go on and on about this fragrance, but I absolutely love this one. Probably my second favorite smelling scent from the house of Azzaro. 4 out of 5. Alright, now let's talk about the performance of Azzaro Chome United. And, you know, I was reading a lot of fragrance forums online. People said that this had horrible performance, so, you know, it kind of put me off of buying this fragrance for a long time. But, you know what, I finally decided to go and buy it, and guess what, guys? It gets pretty darn good performance in my skin. I get 5 to 7 hours worth of longevity. Pretty good for a fresh scent like this. This smells like it would fade pretty quick, and I've heard a lot of people say that it fades quick on their skin, but it just goes to show you that, hey, my skin is different than everybody else's. Skin chemistry really does matter. Fragrances last a huge range of times on different people's skin, so go and test something out on your own skin to see if it works or not. But 5 to 7 hours longevity on me with pretty solid projection and sillage. Overall, a 3 out of 5. This thing has pretty nice performance for the fresh scent. Almost a 4 out of 5, but man, this stuff lasts around a good amount of time. It just leaves a nice kind of soapy, clean, fresh impression on anybody that you meet. As far as versatility goes, this is a pretty versatile warm weather fragrance. Great for spring and summer. It has that ozonic, slightly green musky feel for the springtime. It can also have that refreshing bergamot and that kind of black tea note for the summertime. So great for the warmer weather. I would not advise this for the cooler weather. I don't think it'll last as much. And as far as occasions go, this is a great work scent, a great casual scent, and an awesome gym scent. So if you're looking for something clean and fresh, because at the end of the day, this just makes you smell kind of like fresh laundry with a little bit of a sweetness, black tea. Yeah, 3 out of 5 for versatility. pretty nice. Definitely a go-to for me in the spring and summer, kind of when I'm casual. Alright, now let's talk about compliments. Unfortunately, this is not the best category for this fragrance. It smells like I should be getting compliments left and right, but for some reason, guys, it just doesn't get me the best compliments. Only a 2 out of 5. I'll get a compliment. I've only got maybe 2 from this fragrance. But I love the way it smells, but it's just for some reason doesn't maybe work off my skin as well as I might think, but only a 2 out of 5, not the best compliment getter for me, unfortunately. And let's talk about how many sprays and what age group I think this is best for. Guys, this is a great young man's fragrance. Any guy from high school to young adult, so just out of college. Great for that. A very youthful vibe about it. And as far as how many sprays, this fragrance, I think you can go a little bit heavier on the trigger with. I've gone anywhere from 3 to 5 sprays. Just be careful, I think in the super high heat, that kind of sweet black tea note might become a little bit too cloying, but for most average weather conditions, I think 3 to 5 sprays will do you just fine with this fragrance. Alright guys, overall, what am I going to give this gem from the house of Azzaro? As a final rating, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, a high 7 out of 10. Almost got an 8. It's just an amazing scent, and for the bang for the buck, I think this is definitely a hidden gem in the house. I mean, it smells so nice, great quality actually. And overall, I think it's highly deserving of a 7. Pretty versatile, amazing scent, with still pretty solid performance to boot. Just wish it got a little bit more compliments. Maybe it could last a little bit longer, but there's really nothing I would change in the scent. And yeah, overall, just a 7 out of 10. Solid fragrance. Really, please go check this one out. Blind Buy, I think it's definitely blind buy worthy for only 20 bucks. If you don't have this in your collection, I definitely think that you're missing out on something. This could be like the forgotten lost brother of Loam. Kind of crazy, right? But wow. So yeah, go check this one out. Get a sample of it. Maybe go try it out at your local department store. But yeah, this is just an amazing scent, and I think you guys should go check this one out. So thanks for watching another fragrance review from me. Stay tuned for some more reviews coming out, and as always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later with another review or maybe a fragrance-related video of some sort to try and surprise you guys, but yeah, see you next time.